Welcome back. This is the South African Morning. Now, is there a way to use indigenous African knowledge to fight COVID-19? For sociologist Nombulelo Shange, the answer is a definite yes. Well, she believes the pandemic is prompting us to value and prioritize our knowledge systems. Let's find out more. Ms. Shange joins us now. Thank you so much for your time, Nombulelo. This is a very interesting conversation for me because I had the opportunity to, have a conversation with traditional healers on hashtag Africa right here on eNCA. And what they did say is that they believe that, the COVID-19 pandemic is also a way spiritually, trying to communicate a message, particularly, of course, to Africans. But you believe there's some African knowledge systems that we definitely need to apply here.
Like I articulated in my opinion piece, even the idea of how we use modern day vaccines actually comes from African knowledge systems. So if we were able to tackle illnesses in similar ways centuries and centuries ago, I think today, if we couple our knowledge with innovation, with collaborations with other groups and other systems of knowledge, I think that there's a lot that we can accomplish.
When you speak about African knowledge system, do you particularly mean where African medicine is concerned in terms of how to, sort of curb COVID-19?
Yes, but also with African knowledge systems, we don't really look at things in isolations and in separations in ways that Western knowledge systems do. So health is often integrated with education, is integrated with ritual, is integrated with our social interactions.
And give us then examples, like you mentioned now with educational, circumstances. How can we then apply African, systems, knowledge system? First of all, what do they say to us, and how can we apply them?
I mean, for education, for instance, if we look at our current environmental crisis, right? Even that requires a lot of innovation and us learning about new systems. If things like alternative ways of creating energy, seeing as South Africa right now is experiencing a huge energy crisis, and globally as well because of the environmental degradation that has happened. Energy has become a problem, but there are very simple, sustainable solutions where Xhosa women in the village will use cow dung and recycled food or waste material in order to create biogas. Those are the types of things that we really should be thinking about centering in our education systems, not to say we disregard other knowledge systems, but really because we are in Africa and we are experiencing and dealing with certain particular African challenges, it's African knowledge systems that should be at the center, at the core.
Yeah, so if I'm getting you correctly, Nombulelo, you're basically saying that even though we're all as a world experiencing this pandemic, but the solutions that need to be driven will be, of course, unique from Africa to how they are, let's say, for example, in China, how it is in the UK, as well as, the United States, as you make that example with, the Xhosa perspective.
Yes, I mean, there are very specific historical challenges and issues around poverty that China does not experience, so at least not in the way that we do, that Americans don't experience, at least not in the way that we do. And if we do think and we dig back into our philosophy and our idea of Ubuntu, we put people and our connection to the environment and to each other at the center. And with that kind of methodology in mind, never mind profit, never mind other agendas that sometimes supersede the social good. If we put people and our relationships with each other and our relationships with the environment and our relationships with different ecosystems, social ecosystems, education, health, really, I think that's where a lot of our solutions lie, and in a way that is led by people, in a way that is led by traditional healers, if we're looking at the health aspect, in a way that is led by people who have been producing education within the community in different ways for decades, for centuries.
Right.
I really think that's where our solutions lie.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking to us and giving us this perspective. Nombulelo Shange, sociology lecturer at the University of the Free State.